get started. You guys, Tammy, why don't you open us up?
Well, first of all, I want you all to know I'm standing on a stool because if I get off the stool, this is how short I am next to Erika. So let's just keep it real. I'm now today 5'8", feeling really great. But my name is Tammy Maltby Melchizedek. I am here in Colorado Springs. We are so thrilled to have you join us today on this very special Monday. We have a very special guest that will be joining us here in just one moment. But I want to, first of all, welcome the African teams. You guys are killing it in South Africa and Namibia, and now in Nigeria. We are seeing all kinds of new people coming in from Nigeria and Lesotho. And Botswana. Erika knows the countries better than I do. I'm still learning my geography of Africa. But I'm just so thrilled to have you all. Thank you so much for joining us today. And it is an honor and a privilege. And I'm going to introduce you to Miss Erika van der Merwe. Erika and I met 2.5 years ago-ish, about that, maybe 2.5, 3 years ago. They moved here to Colorado Springs. Erika leads this phenomenal team. We should have put some African makeup on today. I'll turn it off. So yes, why don't you go ahead, my friend, and Mr. Cooper is on.
Okay, awesome, you guys. Yes, a warm welcome to all the Africans on the Zoom. And we also want to include if you're from Switzerland, Canada, the USA. You guys, thank you so much for jumping on and supporting what we're doing in Africa. We are passionate about that continent. We are taking the continent and we invite you to join us. So Tam, without further ado, I want to give the stage to the one and only chairman of the board, Dr. Fred Cooper. I believe, Dr. Fred, that you are on, and we would love to hear from you today about your plan, your vision, your dream for Africa, and everything that the exciting future holds for all of us on this call.
Yay! Dr. Fred Cooper's in the house! Woo! You have to unmute yourself, Fred.
I did.
There you did. Yay! Got it. Good morning, Fred.
Good morning, everybody. And I can tell you the reason Tammy's so excited is everyone's always worried I'll forget to get on the call. So when you're the one giving the talk, it's like, oh my gosh, if my keynote speaker doesn't show up, I'm screwed.
True. But we're glad you showed up, Fred. Hey, and you've had a pretty fun weekend. I saw you with Brent Palmer and a whole bunch of the other leaders, and it was Boys with Toys this weekend. Did you see all that?
I saw all of that.
So,
okay, you're on mute.
Muting myself,
just
for the record.
Just for the record, what?
I said, just for the record, I'm not muting myself.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, just for the record, Fred, a lot of these people in Africa have never met you. Yep. They don't know who Dr. Fred Cooper is, the brilliant man that put together our entire compensation plan. And he's he has a couple of doctorates. He's an amazing, brilliant man. But tell us, give these people, they've just jumped in within the last 4 to 5 months. They're opening Africa, different continents in Africa. This is a new day with new age. Talk to us. Tell us where we're at and where we're going.
Okay. Well, first of all, obviously, we're going to Africa in many of those countries. So it's very impressive to me when people decide they want something, no excuses, they just go after it and go get it. So New Age is new for all of us. It's new for ARIIX, right? It's new for every acquisition company that we have. But our goal at New Age is to become the largest social selling network on the planet. That is the goal that Brent has. And in order to get that goal, you're going to have to do things differently. As Mark Wilson, our president of New Age, says, he said, you know, we're not your mommy and daddy's direct selling company anymore. We are going to change what it is and how we do it. So over the next year, specifically in 2021, especially with all the crazy changes that are happening in the world, the opportunity for social selling and to be in front of people, talking to them virtually is the new way that sales are happening. And as a result, we don't view it as a problem as much as an opportunity. And the first companies that can adapt and change the way they do business will be the companies that thrive in this kind of an industry. So to me, that's exactly what we're going to see going forward, are changes to the way that you do business. And change is, as we all know, very difficult. We kind of, especially as you get older, you get stuck in how you're going to do it, how you've always done it. This is how it's going to be. And unfortunately, in these times, it doesn't work anymore. The days of having a big leader who's made millions in MLM stand up and have 50,000 people in an auditorium cheering how great he is, and everybody looking up going, that's going to be me one day. Doesn't work, won't work at all. And so we all need to learn how to change our tactics to become more successful in direct selling.
So Dr. Fred, this is very exciting, right? How do you propose we prepare for what's coming?
Yeah. Well, okay. Here's what I want you all to do on preparation, okay? I hope everybody on the call has a piece of paper or a pencil, or you have your phone that you can take notes on like I do. There you go, perfect. So I'm gonna give you a minute. I'm getting it. That's why my camera's going retarded. Oop. I have it on my phone, see? Okay. This is how I think you should prepare. And the funny part is, oh, sorry, I put my pen back. Okay. These are my boys. Can you see my boys?
I know, I love it.
Yeah, they look like me a good bit.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So last night, I'm going to speak a little quieter because they're just outside of my office in the kitchen. So can you hear me okay?
Yes.
It's last night. It's about 1 in the morning. And my middle boy, Rob, the one in the center, he comes up. Now, I know this is a shocker, but he's not my biological son. I know that's crazy. I know you probably didn't notice, but he is not. But the kid is humongous. He is 6'6". He's 300 pounds. He moves lightning fast. He dunks a basketball with ease. In fact, his father was drafted in the NBA. So he was a first-round selection in the NBA. And maybe a little background on him is going to work. So for those of you who have seen the movie in America, who have ever seen the movie The Blind Side,
Yeah,
this is 100% us, 100%. So Rob, I'm loud. So Rob came to us 4 or 5 years ago, and he was playing with my other son. Which son? Can you see it?
yeah,
He was playing with this son,
yeah.
Austin, and they played competitively on a basketball team. And one day, Austin said to him, "Hey, Rob, why don't you come to my house and hang out?" So Rob came over and he hung out for 3 days. Now, I don't know about you, but for those of you who have had kids, don't you start to wonder after about an hour, where is your child?
Yeah.
He was 13. Where's your kid? Nothing. No call, no inquisition, no change of clothes. We went and bought him a toothbrush and toothpaste because it was looking. Finally, we sat down and said, Rob, where do you stay? Where are you living? And his father, remember, first round draft pick in the NBA, was homeless. They were living out of their car. and he was providing for him by stealing. So when he came to our house, he stayed. Well, long story, fast forward. We eventually adopted him as his legal, well, no, that's not true, his legal guardian under the courts. We took control of him perfectly, and he has lived with us ever since. Okay? Now, he came from nothing. I want you to think about that. He came from nothing, right? He's living out of his car. When his dad got enough money scrounged up, they would stay in a hotel room for a day or two so that they could shower and clean up. He wasn't going to school. In the Cooper household, we have pretty high standards of grades in school. You have to maintain a certain level or you aren't happy with your life. So they have just come to realize that's my job. That's my responsibility. This is what I have to do. Well, when we got Rob, he was reading on a second grade level.
Oh my.
When we looked at his grades, he was F's and occasionally a D. Okay, for Coopers, the concept is inconceivable to us. It's what, right? So we sat him down with private tutor. He wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. We told him the importance of it. And we told him how he wants to change his life and he can be a better, no, I don't want to do anything. I'm just going to the NBA and I'm just going to play basketball. That's all I'm going to be. Lazy sets the record. Personal discipline sets the record for lack thereof. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, now you see me nice and funny and I'm a nice guy, but you don't see me when I'm not a happy camper and I'm not a happy parent. It's a whole new ball game. So we start taking away privileges. And believe me, in the Cooper household, when we got blessed, we got in line 47 times. That's how blessed we are. And we want to make sure that we don't get all of that taken away from us from above. So you know what we do? We make sure we do what we're supposed to be doing. And Rob never got the memo. For 4 years, I've been working on this kid. For 4 more long years after that first year. 2 weeks ago, he turned 18 years old. Now in America, I don't know how it is in Africa and all those countries there, but in America, when you're 18, you're done. My financial responsibility under the law is done. I owe you nothing. In fact, I can just kick you out and say, get out. I'm sick of you. I've had enough. You're done. And I have no obligation whatsoever. But unfortunately, also as a parent, it doesn't work that way. Although you gotta bluff like it does. So I sat him down and I said, I hope you realize you won the lottery 5 years ago. And you have pissed it away. You've done absolutely nothing with it, right? He has the physique for a professional athlete, either in football. In fact, in football, they asked him he has had colleges walk up to him and say, have you ever played football? And he said, no, not since Pee Wee League. They said, we will give you a D1 scholarship to some of the most major universities you've heard of if you'll play 1 game of football in high school. He's that fast and that strong. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I just want to play basketball. Okay, well, let's go get you a personal trainer to get you in shape. You've got to lose 50 pounds. No, I don't want to. I see you're just going to bully people and think that somehow magically you're going to get a scholarship somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to do it. So at 18, I told him, on the day you graduate, you're done. You will be getting out and you will be on your own. I hope you have thought of your future. Okay? And don't think I won't. I'm a ruthless little person because I have given you every opportunity on the planet and you refuse to do it. And there is no chance you are going to live in my house, play video games, go see your girlfriend and eat food. And I never see you except for the times when you have to walk out of the house. I'm not paying for your life. I didn't sign up for it. He looked at me and said, That's exactly what he said. He just, and for the first time, reality set in about where is his future. So now, here's what I want you to do. You're sitting there 1 a.m, and your kid looks at you and says, so what do I need to do to show you that I want to do this? I want to become a better person. I don't want to be the guy that just sits down in his game and plays video games. Okay? So you're about to give your mother's speech or your father's speech to this kid. I want you to write down the 3 main points that you would tell him. Oh, wait. What do you tell this kid? Don't cheat. I want you to tell me what you're going to tell him.
Are we supposed to be writing this down, Fred?
Yeah. You don't have to tell him in a paragraph. What are the 3 main points that you would tell him? This is his life. You've just told him he's going to be out on his own. What are the 3 major points? Is one of the major points going to be tell him he needs to learn to be funny? No, of course not. That's not going to be one of them. Are you going to tell him, hey, one of your points is spend more time at your girlfriend's house? No, that's not going to be a point. What would be the 3 main things you've got to tell this kid who for 5 years has been living and doing nothing in thought of his future?
Why don't you tell me what you have, Erika?
Well, you want me to share?
No, wait. I don't want to give away the answers yet. Erika, your turn's coming, but not yet. So is yours, Tammy. And so is somebody online. So, by the way, while you're writing, I was a professor for almost 20 years at the University of Utah. I'm going to go through the webinar. I'm going to find somebody who's either looking down, trying to hide, looks uncomfortable, and I'm going to ask them what they wrote down. I would go looking for students on homework assignments when we discuss it. If he's looking down, pretending to be sidetracked, I knew he didn't do his homework. I'd walk up and say, oh, what did you write? What was your answer? So don't try to hide me. I want you to write it down. Okay? So write them down. Okay, we about done? This one's not too hard for most of us. We can do it. We'd all know what we need to say. Okay, I'm going to start. Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, I don't know you from Adam, but you look like the kind of guy who would have something to say to this kid on your 3 points. So if they can't unmute you, you can just text them in the chat box. Otherwise, what do you tell my kid?
You can unmute your mom.
By the way, I picked you too because your last name is Powell, and my favorite vacation spot is Lake Powell.
Wow.
Hi, Fred.
Awesome, Fred. Nice to meet you. It's really good to be on, and thanks for giving me the opportunity. No, listen, I really think that I would be very shocked if my kid would do something like that, to come to me and say that he wants to be better than just sitting around and doing nothing. That'll actually be a great day, and I certainly, as a dad, will have to be ready for that day. So thank you. I'll be ready when he does that, because I'm going to answer you now that I'm going to ask him what his dream was. You know, what is his dream? What has he always dreamed of becoming? And then I would ask him why that was his dream. So what is your dream? What do you want to be? Where do you see yourself? And then why is that your dream? Why is that something that you would pursue? And then thirdly, I guess we would start making plans how to get to that dream. So for me, that would be the 3 things that I would seriously consider to ask him in those circumstances.
Great. Thank you. Okay, so I thought I can't say your name. I'm going to say it so badly. It's an embarrassment. So it looked like Ava Baca. She just posted, oh my gosh, Jimmy, you're so nice. I wouldn't do anything like that. So what would you tell him?
You have never said my name right in all these years, and I still love you. Okay, first of all, I'd say, number one, go with God, and God is first, and you need to follow him. Number two, you get in this world what you put into it. You get out of it what you put in. And number three, the world owes you nothing. I am that mother.
Okay. And the world owes you. I'm writing these down. Okay. Okay, Eunice. What did you tell him?
Who's next? We missed that, Fred.
Eunice.
That's a good, the first one was good. What do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to go? And how do you think you're going to get there?
Okay. Okay. You and Jimmy are the same. Who's got some other ideas that they want to share? Or are you going to make me call you out?
Yes. This is Helen. It looks like Helen's raising her hand.
All right, Helen, let's hear it.
Helen.
Helen.
Helen Duplessis, jy's aan, sister. Jy kan unmute.
How about Lee? I see Lee Gibbons. Miss Lee?
Yes. Hi, Fred. Good to meet you. Thank you for talking to us this evening. We don't have kids yet, but this is what we've come up with.
Then you're the best parent.
Number one, to make a success of his life. Number two, to take action now. Oh,
Yes, four-legged parents, that's it. Four-legged kids.
yeah. Yeah, take action now. And number three, don't wait for tomorrow.
Okay,
Did you catch that?
I got it. Okay, Brenda Williams, you're up.
Okay, so those were the three. Did you catch that?
Perfect. Perfect. Thank
Oh,
you.
great, great.
Brenda, did you have some you wanted to give? Okay, hit unmute.
It won't let her unmute.
Oh, if she can't unmute, then let's just type it in the little text.
Actually, unmute.
Always fun to try to do events and webinars over Zoom or some conference call. It's so new to me too. What would your future say to yourself today? Okay, that's a good one.
Fred, I will jump in.
Uh-huh.
If you don't mind, I will jump in if you don't mind.
Of course.
Okay, let me just see where you, okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I see there's some tough love parents out there as well. What was it, Eva? So mine will be, if you get the opportunity, at least try. Take it, at least try. Don't say no. Be responsible, number two. And number three, try to be independent. That's my three. Take opportunity,
Very good.
be responsible, and be independent.
I like it. It's good.
So, thanks.
Thanks, Werner.
How about
Okay.
Russell? Is it Russell Petrie?
Petrie. Russell Petrie.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Russell.
So my three would be, I don't have any kids either, just four-legged as well. but mine would be, if our roles were reversed, what would you tell me right now? My second one, related to the NBA, like, what about the NBA fires you up so much? So I'd try to dig into his why, and kind of some reasons would be one thing. And then the last thing, because I'd probably be frustrated myself right now, I'd say, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Call me back in a minute.
Awesome. Good one.
Okay. It's not just me. Okay, so look at this. There is a list, and if it is possible, Tammy, I don't know if it is, what I would like, I like this one, their choice, what do they identify with, never give up. Okay, if it's possible sometime, what you ought to do is get a screenshot of all of these comments that people are posting in their little chat section. Fair enough?
Yep.
You have all asked me to get on the call and say, why do New Age? What would you do with your life? What do you plan on? Where is it going? And the funny part is, you don't need me at all. You all know it. If you want to know everything about your business, read it. And here's what's worse. Don't be a hypocrite. I found myself talking to him, and I could hear myself saying things that are difficult for me to do. It's that mental point when you're sitting watching television or relaxing, and you know you have to get up and I have to go run a mile, and I don't want to do it. The difference between winners and losers isn't because winners love to do it. It's because they have the personal discipline to get up and go do it, despite the fact they hate it. I don't care if you love basketball. It's going to turn into a job. It's going to turn into work. And you have to discipline yourself. The difference between success and failure is so small. And it requires everything you just said. Learn independence. What's your dream? Why do you want to do it? You see, there is no magic statement that I can make that's going to make you all of a sudden change your life and do New Age or be successful. We are going to be coming out with social selling methods that you have never seen before. They are patent protected. You are going to be the only company that is able to offer products beyond just New Age products. You're going to be able to offer products that you currently buy in your house that have nothing to do with New Age and earn commissions on them and refer them to your friends. Direct selling is going to change. It's not going to be the products we tell you to love. It's going to be the products you're going to tell people you love. And you will get a residual income for the rest of your life. I could talk for hours about the excitement I see in the direction, but you know what? Ain't gonna matter, because when he left, he was so committed that he is going to change and he is going to show me a new man. And 3 days into his routine, he had to go to the gym every day. He had to answer to his personal trainer. He had to go show them his calorie intake. And you know what he did? Started to melt down. He couldn't do it. I just don't feel good. I feel a little sick to my stomach. I can't. How many kids want to lose weight? They have a personal trainer, a personal athlete, a dietitian to help him. All the great tools that I offer to him aren't going to matter at all if he can't fix this. It doesn't matter how many ideas I tell you, how many exciting things are going to happen at New Age, how wonderful things are going to be if you can't fix this. And once you do, and you see what you want, nothing else matters. Because you see, he listened to me, and it did my heart proud. Because about 2 weeks later, which was last night, once again, 1 a.m. I don't know what it is with 1 a.m, but he walked up to me and he said, you know, Fred, I've been seriously thinking about what you said. And he said, and now the irony of it all, he said, it's not what you said, but it's what you are. And I went, what?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you came from a broken home with a poor mother who had no education, working 3 jobs, including freaking teller, piano player, piano teacher. How much money you make as a piano teacher? Give me a break, right? She had to work 3 jobs. I had to work full-time, couldn't go to sports at all because I had to work full-time to pay for my clothing, hot water heaters, everything. I was poor. I'm not poor anymore. And he said, it's because I had the same background you did. And I said, and Rob, the only difference is I didn't want to be poor, and I will do whatever it takes. But don't think I don't want to lay around. I wanted to ride my motorcycle every day, my YZ80. I didn't want to do any school work. But when I was sitting in my classroom, going through my school, and every time I wanted to quit and go party with my friends, I'd look up at my picture and I say, I want that more than I want instant gratification. And I told him, I said, Rob, that's you. You are at the same point I am. And it was great because he said, you know, my culture and my family, it's all about making excuses. It's all about somebody else got more than me and it's not my fault. And he said, you showed me, not told me, that you can change, but it's right here. So my hope to all of you is if you really want to change, follow your own advice. Go pick your vision. Go pick your mindset. It's not about me giving you some exciting thing that's going to necessarily change you. I'm going to go get you a personal trainer. I'll have Tammy call you up personally every day and walk you through what you're going to get done on your recruiting and your new age business for the day. Still won't matter. You still won't be successful because it's not about the trainer. It's not about the dietitian. It's not about the shooting coach. It's about whether or not you have the personal discipline to do what you already know. So, my big message today, follow your own advice. Go do it.
Wow. Fred, thank you so much. Yes. Such a profoundly brilliant connection between being a parent and watching our kids. I have 4 kids myself, 7 grandsons. And so I have, I could relate to so much of what you're saying, but thank you so much because I want to relate this to my own life. And I do believe that discipline is the alpha and omega in choice. How about you, Erika?
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I feel inspired and condemned at the same time. I think for me, sometimes I get lost in the fluff of things, you know, and is it not a season maybe where it's good to go back to basics?
Yeah.
Very much.
Just going back to basics. Do you have your list of 10 people, guys? Are you chatting to the people? Is the shop open? Mouth open, shop open? Are we using, do we all have a Facebook and an Instagram profile? Maybe that's a good starting point. Watching some YouTube videos on how to do it and not be intimidated by technology, but stepping up to it. So Fred, you know, I think for me in this season of my life, I want to be the real deal. I want to be authentic. I don't have people watching over my shoulder every day. And I think that is an opportunity for us to become. So, yeah, it's ouch and thank you.
Perfect combination, actually. So, well, Fred, thank you for taking your time to be with us today. This has been absolutely awesome. And we knew all of you, if this is the first time you've heard Fred Cooper, you know why we love him. He is the real deal, and he helps us to recalibrate. I think is the word I'm thinking is the word recalibrate, get back into center and to focus, because the next few months, there's going to be a lot of changes with Africa. There's a lot coming, and it's good, and the future is bright. So put on your resilience, put on your mindset, and I believe that the best is yet to come, Erika.
The best is yet to come. I want to take this opportunity to tell you there is at least 3 to 4 prospecting Zooms a week happening in Africa at the moment. I want to invite you to build for those events, team. Get your people on those prospecting Zooms. That's how you do it. You don't do this business alone. Maybe that's something that's encouraging, is that you don't have to make it on your own. You have a tribe of people around you that is ready to not do it for you, but assist you in achieving your goals and your vision. So make sure you jump onto those Zooms. The first one will be tomorrow, I believe. So we invite you to keep your eyes open on Facebook. Everything is posted on the New Age ARIIX Facebook group, and make sure that you are a part of what is happening. Let's keep the momentum. Let's keep focus. Let's remind ourselves of the ass whipping we just got from Fred.
Wow, that's what it was.
So thank you, Fred, for sharing that. We are richer to have you on today. We appreciate you, and we appreciate this company. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us on a corporate level.
Yes.
Even that which we do not see. I do have a feeling that there's quite a lot going on, and we are grateful for that. Thank you.
And I hope you join us when we go to Africa, Fred. I hope that you come with us. Wouldn't you like to do that?
I would love it. I've been to Africa several times. It is great. Love it.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, team, for joining us. Feel free to unmute yourself, say your thank yous, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the Prospecting Zoom. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Did not see when you joined.
Thank you, guys. Nice to meet you, Fred.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you again, Fred.
You
guys. Take care.
So awesome.
Bye.
Bye. Lekker slaap,
Fred.
Suid-Afrika.
Awesome.
Bye, Tammy. Bye.